Hello movie lovers, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-venturing into the dark woods to talk about a film that takes a beloved childhood memory and turns it into a full-blown nightmare. I'm talking about Bambi The Reckoning. From the moment the credits roll over a night-shot forest, it's crystal clear this isn't your parents' gentle woodland story. Directed by Dan Allen, this horror reimagining flips innocence into terror, aiming to be a brutal creature feature. So does it deliver genuine chills, or does it trip into pure camp? My verdict: it's a weird, messy, but surprisingly entertaining mix that shines when it embraces its twisted premise, but stumbles when it gets tangled up in human drama. So what's the plot? The setup is gloriously absurd, which is honestly the film's greatest strength. We learn that after his mother's tragic death, the young deer we know as Bambi gets mutated by toxic water and transforms into a vengeful, monstrous force of nature. Meanwhile, a mother named Zana and her son Benji are traveling to see family when their car crashes right in the heart of Bambi's territory. Suddenly, the familiar, peaceful forest becomes a savage hunting ground, and they are the prey. The film clocks in at a brisk 81 minutes, so it definitely doesn't overstay its welcome. The first act quickly establishes Bambi's monstrous origin story, before throwing us right into the family's fight for survival. The pace is frantic and exciting during the creature attacks and chase sequences. However, it does tend to drag a bit when it tries to develop the family drama. The characters' motivations are pretty thin, and the plot often circles back to "we're being hunted," instead of raising the stakes in a meaningful way. Let's break down the characters and performances. Zana, played by Roxanne McKee, carries the film pretty well. She's the protective mother forced into survival mode, and she has some genuinely convincing moments of grit and terror. That said, the character herself is underdeveloped. We see her fear and desperation, but her emotional arc doesn't go much deeper than "I have to save my son." Speaking of her son, Benji is serviceable. He reacts as you'd expect a kid in peril to, but he never really becomes more than that. His development is minimal, which might be a side effect of the film's short runtime, but if you're looking for character nuance, he might feel like a bit of a blank slate. Now, one of the more interesting side characters is Mary, played by Nicola Wright. She's an elder with dementia who offers these strange, unsettling moments of clarity amidst the horror. The rest of the supporting cast, characters like Andrew and Harriet, are basically there to fill out the people in a scary house at night roles. Their performances are fine, but the script gives them very little to do beyond reacting to the terror and, well, meeting a grim fate. If I had to pick a standout, it would be Nicola Wright, simply because her character brings a welcome touch of weirdness to the proceedings. The biggest weak link, however, is the human drama. Some of the dialogue feels flat, and the family dynamics are barely explored. The film expects us to be invested in their survival, but it doesn't give us much to connect with emotionally. As one person online aptly put it, "The story is very basic and at times cheesy," even mentioning a scene where the grandma is just standing outside repeating Bambi's name over and over again. It's moments like that where the film's tone gets a little muddled. Let's shift gears to the technical side of things. Director Dan Allen's vision is bold. He fully commits to the B-movie absurdity of turning a childhood icon into a monster, and he's not trying to make something overly sophisticated. One review called it a gloriously unhinged ecological monster movie, and that's spot on. The direction is at its best, when it just lets the chaos in the forest unfold. Where it falters is when it tries to force pathos into the human story. The cinematography, by Vince Knight, uses a lot of shadow, gloom, and limited lighting, which is a smart choice for a low-budget creature feature. It helps build a decent atmosphere that masks some of the weaker visual effects. But we do need to talk about the CGI. In some sequences, you can definitely see the budget constraints. The creature itself, Bambi, doesn't always look as terrifying as the film wants you to believe. The score by Greg Berkhamshaw is moody and gets the job done, underscoring the tension without being too distracting. As for the editing, the film's 81-minute runtime means it's lean and efficient. The attack scenes are tight, and there's not a lot of wasted time. However, the transitions between the human drama and the creature mayhem can feel abrupt, sometimes cutting character moments short. The film has this odd mix of tones, like a scene where a character falls into a pile of poop during a chase, which shows it's trying to juggle straight horror with moments of weird, campy fun. So, is there a deeper meaning here? At its core, the film explores themes of revenge, nature's wrath, and the consequences of humanity's impact on the wild. The idea that Bambi's rage is a direct result of human cruelty and pollution is a strong thread. There's also a theme of parenthood and protection, seen through Zana's fight to save her son. But while these themes are present, they aren't deeply explored. The film usually chooses visceral horror over a layered philosophical message. It works better as a piece of genre fun than a profound statement on environmentalism. So what ultimately works and what doesn't? What works is the audacious premise. Taking a beloved character and twisting it into a monster is a bold move that delivers on novelty. The short runtime is perfect for this kind of lean horror. And when the creature feature elements are firing on all cylinders, with inventive kills and tense chase scenes, the film is a lot of fun. The atmosphere, built on darkness and isolation, is also handled well. What doesn't work? The character development is paper-thin, leaving you feeling disconnected from their fate. The film's tone wobbles between serious horror, goofy camp, and human drama, never quite finding a consistent voice. As one critic noted, it's audaciously bloody, but distractingly humorless. The limited budget shows in some of the CGI, and the film misses the opportunity to delve deeper into its nature fights back theme. So what's my final verdict? This is solid entertainment. It's not high art, but if you know what you're getting into, a lean, mean, independent creature feature, you'll likely have a fun ride. I'd recommend it if you're a fan of horror mashups like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, or if you just enjoy the what-if scenario of childhood characters turned monstrous. It's for viewers who appreciate the offbeat spirit of indie horror. However, if you're looking for deep characters, sophisticated themes, or stunning cinematography, you might want to sit this one out. In short, if you're in the mood for something strange, brief, and just a bit wild, then check it out. Bambi has grown antlers, and this time, he's the one doing the hunting. Thanks for watching, everyone. What do you think about this trend of turning childhood characters into horror villains? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time.